Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell and welcome back to another side quest about video games with Eggs on My Pie.
Hello!
The usual stuff.
Yes.
Some news.
A lot of news.
A lot of news.
A lot of things to go through.
I think Gamescom was good.
Yes.
Gamescom happened, if you didn't know.
Gamescom happened, we had the opening night, we had the Future Game Show, there was a bunch of other things that we didn't get to watch.
I don't think there was anything. Yeah, so for Gamescom, there wasn't anything that like blew me away.
There wasn't like an amazing, ridiculous announcement.
But I was interested in a lot of the stuff that was there, if I can remember.
I think the biggest thing was Saints Row.
Yeah.
There's a new Saints Row coming.
Yeah.
Apparently, the part of the internet were going, Saints Row's going woke, and I'm like, I'm sorry, pardon, what?
Well, I mean,
so it wasn't as fucking.
I don't really. No, the thing is, like, I don't understand how they can say it's going woke when all we've seen is
a trailer
and a bunch of characters.
Exactly.
As long as they still let me make my own dude,
which they are,
then I'm fine. I don't really care about anything.
They are. They're gonna have this. I mean, it looked like they had the mix between a bit of a serious thing, but also, this is a game. We're not taking ourselves too seriously. Yeah. You know, it's just not going to go to the ridiculous levels that some of the Saints Row games have gone previously. But then again, all we've seen is an initial trailer. Yeah. It may still go that far.
I am hoping that they do go, because that's Saints Row's stick.
It just goes ridiculous.
But anyway, we'll get back to that. We'll do the news first, and then we'll go on with.
Yeah.
All right. So there wasn't. Well, there has been news. Blizzard news.
Which means it can't be good.
I need to make a segment. I need to make a Blizzard segment because I feel like this is going to be happening every other month.
Yeah. Today in Blizzard World.
So two main things now. So first things first, the one that I don't see as much as a big thing as I think Activision and Blizzard want it to be. Is they're changing McCree's name?
Yes, which we said they were probably
going to do.
It's window dressing. That's all it is. It's window dressing.
I think they're doing it to appease people. I really hope that people are not appeased, because just changing a character's name is not.
Does not excuse for the shit that
it doesn't do.
Person
yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. It's just crap. Anyway. So Overwatch, nobody seems to be, well, at least I've not found anybody that seemed to be a bit sort of like thing about it.
My one thing is like, I understand the reasoning why, because you don't want the character associated with the person he's named after. I understand that. But like I say, it's window dressing. That's all it is. Yeah. Because actions speak louder than words, and all they're doing is changing a couple of words. Basically.
No, we're just changing the name.
Yeah, exactly. 2 words.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always going to call it McCree.
Yeah.
I'm always going to call him.
So used to calling him McCree. I mean, we mentioned it when there was rumours. I think was it last week we mentioned it that they were probably going to change the name.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks. Yeah, one or the other. And we said, like the character, there's enough distance from the character to the person that changing the name doesn't, like, there's nothing. I don't look at McCree in Overwatch and go, yeah, that's that dude. That awful person.
Apparently Overwatch was going to where is it? Previously planned to launch a new narrative arc in Overwatch in September, but McCree played a key role in it, and subsequently it's been delayed because of it.
Well, yeah, because they probably have to change all the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if there's a cutscene.
Well, yeah, because if there's cutscene, they're calling him McCree and his name's not McCree.
Yeah.
It's going to be very weird.
Yeah, it's going to be weird seeing someone call him not McCree.
Yeah.
Anything.
I think that's what they should call him.
Not McCree.
Not McCree.
KONT.
Yeah. Not McCree. He's not McCree.
Oh, that's. I'm easily pleased sometimes. Anyway,
he's not McCree. That's what they should do.
It is not going to change my opinion on Blizzard.
Yes,
it is not going to change a fair few people's opinion on Blizzard.
Yes. It's not. It's not really going to do anything. This is just a little...
I'm not going to be pissed at them changing the name either. It's like, well, it's their own character. They don't want it associated at any point now with this person, so fine. Fine. It is just window dressing. And Blizzard...
Yeah, it's a little thing that they're putting out there. It's like a little carrot on the stick. So they're hoping that people will be like, oh, they're changing their ways. Oh, they're changing just because they're changing McCree's name.
We'll go to BlizzCon this year.
Also, Call of Duty Vanguard was revealed. I think that was 2 weeks ago, and we didn't really talk about it. But Vanguard was revealed, and funny enough, Activision's name is nowhere near the title.
No, because Activision Blizzard, the literal phrase and logo of Activision Blizzard, is literally poison right now, and so it should be.
So, yeah.
By the way, Activision, this is your annual reminder to fire Bobby Kotick because either he's complacent or ignorant. Either one doesn't keep his job.
Well, I'm assuming that he's complacent after the big news that came out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Activision Blizzard are
they're being sued.
Yeah, they're being sued.
And the news is that the state of California has expanded the lawsuit to include.
So Activision HR, or Activision Blizzard HR, sorry, have apparently been shredding documents, which is against the law, especially when you are in a lawsuit.
Yes, but here's the thing. This is not exactly the actions of an innocent party.
Yeah, no.
This is literally like, okay, so we could either get done for shredding evidence or we could done for what the evidence shows. It's the lesser of two. When the lesser of two evils is shredding the fucking evidence,
destroying evidence.
That's pretty bad.
Because I'm pretty sure doing that it's federal, isn't it?
I don't. It depends on the law and
and the state.
Yeah, it depends.
Well, no, federal is
countrywide, but like I say, it depends on the state and on how bad that sort of thing is. But it's not gonna. It doesn't look good. I'm pretty sure the judge is going to look at it and go, "Well, this doesn't bode well." There's clearly an innocent reason why they've shredded all the evidence that implicates them on their misdeeds and the reason why they're being sued. I'm sure there's an innocent reason for it. I mean, I've just accidentally dropped the entire history of HR's interactions with people complaining about sexual harassment. I've dropped it all into the shredder by mistake. Oh no, what will I do?
Before we go any further, allegedly.
It is alleged.
It's alleged.
It is alleged. However, again, it does not. But I do think it's like surely the state of California ain't gonna just out of nowhere put this into the.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden,
it's almost as if we can prove. It's almost as if they potentially could prove it.
Yeah.
By the way, this is our copy. Where's yours?
It wouldn't surprise me if this is actually happening.
No, like I said.
But they have released a statement.
Oh, have they? Is it denying everything?
Pretty much, yeah. Throughout our engagement with the DFEH, State of California Department of Employment and Housing, we have complied with every proper request in support of its review, even as we have been implementing reforms to ensure our workplaces are welcoming and safe for every employee. Those changes continue today and include several high-level personnel changes. People got fired. Mm-hmm. Revamped hiring and recruiting practices requiring diverse interview panels.
That won't solve your problem.
Yeah, your problem is not diversity.
The problem is the people in charge are fucking terrible people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you hire more people because you're going to hire them and put them in the lowest ranks of the fucking structure than, the very people you are. I mean, just, instead of just being normal abuse of normal practices and of staff, let's just, have a diverse range of people we
Yeah. Yeah, diversity is not your problem. It's the way you treat your staff. That's your problem.
That's your problem. Yes. There was a lot of misogynistic treatment. Yes. But they were terrible people anyway. So, like, whoever it was against a man or a woman, that person should have been fucking fired.
Greater transparency on pay equality.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, let's all be... If you're working the same job, regardless of your gender, you should be paid the same amount of money. Why is there a difference? Oh, yeah, you don't have a union. Yeah.
Expanded and improved training and investigative capabilities for human resource and compliance staff. Okay.
In other words, more ways of keeping them quiet.
Yeah. Created investigation teams outside of business units to support greater independence. Restructured divisions to support greater accountability. Enhanced review process to include evaluation of managers by employees. Clear boundaries on workplace behaviour with a zero-tolerance approach to harassment and other actions that diminish or marginalise.
I mean,
wow.
weren't they supposed to have...
It took an entire state to sue you to have that. Something very clear and it's what you should have at the beginning.
I was about to say, didn't they say they had a zero tolerance?
Yes, they did.
Look, maybe I'm being very cynical here, but I don't believe a single fucking word you say. Also, the external team for whatever the hell they were on about, are they paid by Activision? If so, they're not independent. Defeats the fucking object. The whole problem is your HR department is not there for the staff. It is there to cover the ass of the corporation.
So it goes on. The statement, it keeps going. We strive to be a company that recognises and celebrates the diverse talent and perspectives that lead to the creation of great globally appealing entertainment. We have provided the DFEH with clear evidence that we do not have gender pay or promotion disparities. Our senior leadership is increasingly diverse, with a growing number of women in key leadership roles across the company. Yeah, all of the ones basically that say that you're a good company and you don't do anything bad.
You know, like thingy who was there who had only been there
for like 4 months.
4 months, and then came out with, "Well, I was never I was never sexually harassed." Well, yeah, because you could fire the fucking person that did it. So I'm just gonna. I need to just wait a second, because it's just why why do they think that this is an adequate response to like
things? It goes on. The best part's next, if I'm honest.
Pay equality.
Well, that's a thing in America at the moment.
Yeah, I know, but like, didn't the staff last year have a massive fucking almost a massive walkout because there was a pay discrepancy between women and men? Do you not look at your own fucking history? Like, do you literally think about what has recently happened in your company before you open your fucking mouth? Dear God, I know PR is supposed to like spin it and make it sound like make it the best possible light possible. I understand, that's their job. However, when you come up with shit that is literally as if you're talking out of your ass, it just basically takes the entire statement and throws it into the dumpster. Because no one will believe a damn thing out of it. It's like, for fuck's sake, we have pay equality. Your staff nearly walked out, were sharing their pay discrepancies to each other. Not even, probably just over a year ago, if my memory serves me correctly. It's not that fucking long ago. And that was in the middle of the fucking investigation. You know, that's the sort of thing you expect, like, we're the state of California. We're going to investigate your working practice and how you treat your staff. Do you know the first thing I would do is go through everything and make sure my staff are actually that there's nothing the State Department of California could actually fucking look upon. And if there was, it's like, okay, we need to fix that now.
Yeah, we need to get rid of this.
Not 6 months from now, not 2 years from now. No, now. We need to fix this now.
Yeah, but that costs money.
Yes, I know that, and I know that's exactly why they didn't do anything. But it's literally like, so wait, so in other words, Activision Blizzard decided that the best thing to do with a state investigation is to continue on as normal.
Yes.
For the 2 years of growth that they got.
Yes.
Which was then undermined within a week.
Within a week, yeah. Oh yeah.
And the 5 years of growth that they had has literally gone. And your entire fan base, your entire player base in World of Warcraft is literally hemorrhaging. Like, if it was a body, the amount of blood that was coming out, I would be expecting it to be a fucking artery that they've cut. It is.
Yes.
The figures of the fan base, it's literally like diving off a cliff.
I think it's below 2 million now.
Yeah, it's below 2 million. It's like, well, it wasn't that long ago we were talking about Final Fantasy XIV overtaking them as the number one MMO.
I think it was when Endwalker was announced when we started talking about like Final Fantasy's like stepping up again. It feels like World of Warcraft's going backwards. And
now all of it's just accelerated.
And all of a sudden, World of Warcraft just decided to get on a backwards riding roller coaster.
Backwards riding roller coaster? They decided to take a long walk of a very short pier, which had a very large drop to the sea.
Yes. I shall finish the statement off.
Yeah.
This is my favourite bit. We share the DFEH's goal of a safe, inclusive workplace that rewards employees equitably and are committed to setting an example that others can follow. With regards to the claim that we have destroyed information by shredding documents, those claims are not true. We took appropriate steps to preserve information relevant to the DFEH's investigation.
So, at the very beginning of the statement, there was a phrase they said in regards to requests.
Mm-hmm.
Proper requests.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, that potentially means that they got a request from the state of California and decided, that's not official enough. That's not a correct.
That's not a proper.
That's
request.
not a proper request. The wording is very specific because they went all proper requests instead of all requests. Almost like if they said, well, if we apprehended to all requests, the state of California went, well, no, you didn't, because we requested for this, and this. All the stuff that you have supposedly shredded now.
So yeah, it's not looking good for Activision Blizzard, and this makes them look even worse.
It makes them look worse. I mean, if there was an action a corporation wanted to do to make themselves look guilty, is shredding evidence. Literally, like when you talk about shredding documents in a sense of like an unnormal procedure, like so much so that it gets noticed and mentioned. Yeah. Like you're talking about, I don't know, the British Embassy shredding documents at the fall of.
Yeah.
Fall of a capital. That sort of thing. Like did no one in the entire procedure of if it's not necessarily a big if, but if Activision Blizzard actually did do this and shredded evidence, did no one in the process go, hey guys, do you think this makes us look bad?
Are we the bad guys?
Well, they don't need to ask that question anymore. I mean, Bobby Kotick has the horns to prove it. It's joke. What you complain?
Just when I literally started thinking, you know what? It looks like it's going to die down now.
Die down until the court.
Until the actual law. Until the court date.
Until the court date.
We're not probably going to get much more news on.
Until the results.
Yeah.
Because it's probably going to be behind closed doors, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Because Activision and probably the state of California will probably go, well, there's corporate blah, blah, secrets, blah, blah, blah. And then the result will happen. And then this comes out. And it's just like, how... Why are you making it worse?
Why would you do this?
I mean, yes, they're denying that they're not doing it, but it's again the same thing when we said that, like, the 2-year investigation, like, it's not something that's just out of the fucking blue, and again, because of the way Activision Blizzard have treated its player base, the way it's treated its staff, the way that the fact that they think that they can just fire a whole bunch of people and then have to rehire them because they still need an extra 2,000 people, because, you know, that's how you do business, isn't it? You just fire a bunch of people who then have to replace them by hiring new ones.
It's like, I feel like it's that meme. Yeah, so there's this meme with this guy who shoots a guy.
Yeah.
And then turns around and goes, "Why would you do that?"
Yes.
That one, right? Blizzard's the guy who's getting shot.
Yeah.
Right? HR and Activision HR is the guy doing the shooting, and then looking back at people going, "Why would you do that?"
Or the other meme is the dog in the place that's on fire.
Yeah.
This is okay. This is fine. Like, oblivious to the frigging shitstorm that's around them. Just like, in the space of not even 5 years, Activision has gone from one of the darlings of the triple game industry.
Well, no, I'd say I don't know. Like, I think 5 years ago, people stopped caring about Activision.
No, the fan base was like with an absolute.
Are you on about Blizzard?
Yeah, Blizzard.
No,
Activision. Oh no,
I know it's Activision Blizzard, but like Blizzard's actually not been owned by Activision for that long, is it?
Well,
I think it's roughly about 5, maybe 6 years.
Yeah, something like that. But like, and it's almost like the start was BlizzCon 2018.
Yeah, that was when the
Diablo
chinks.
Immortal.
That was when the chinks started showing.
Like, I think that was the first inkling that the fan base realized.
There was a bit of a rust on that armor.
Yeah, well, I think that was the first inkling that the fan base had of the fact that Blizzard didn't actually care about them.
Not anymore.
Despite what they said and what they've done, and then you had the Battle of Azeroth and
I think it was the Blitzchung.
Blitzchung, it was like the first major.
Because I looked at Diablo Immortal and went, that was just somebody being stupid. Somebody did something stupid there.
Yeah. And then Blitzchung was like...
And then the Blitzchung thing happened.
And it was like, we don't care about our morals or our standards. We just care about China because they have all the money.
We want to get into the China market. And that was the first time for me. Now, I'm not we're not big
massive
fans of Blizzard. We like a couple of their games.
You know, we've played Overwatch. I liked watching StarCraft. And it's...
I think Diablo is probably my favourite Blizzard game. But I'm not like...
Yeah, you're not a massive, like...
I'm not like Diablo 3 was my first Diablo game.
Yeah. But the point is like, you're not a diehard Blizzard.
Yeah, like, I'm not fussed. I wasn't fussed at the Diablo Immortal announcement.
It was like, it sucked for Diablo fans.
Oh yeah, it sucked for them. But like, for me, I was just saw that and like, because the minute they announced it was mobile, I was just like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Why do you think this is a good idea?
Are you okay? Are you high? Is that what the problem is?
That literally every time I hear a bloody press release from Activision Blizzard, that is my response.
Are you high? Are you okay?
Are you actually?
Are you actually this stupid, or are you just high?
high?
Ladies and gentlemen, I assure you, I am not high.
Those who get that reference get a cookie.
Right, shall we move on?
Yes, let us move on to other bullshitty news.
Yeah, this one confused me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand. Right, I get Inner Sloth.
Yeah, I
get Inner Sloth. I know what they're doing.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is why Epic did what they did.
Oh, that's because.
So if anybody doesn't know what's going on in the moment, I mean, I'm not 100% trying. I've literally just
right. I've read up on this.
So basically, Epic have done for Fortnite. They've done a new. It's like a new mode. Is it a seasonal mode or a special event?
Yeah, it's a season mode.
They've done a new mode for the new
season.
New season sort of thing, and it's basically Among Us.
Yes.
Except it is literally Among Us.
Yes.
They've not done. They've just copied Among Us. They've not gone.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Among Us, but it's got a Fortnite twist on it. Like
this is our take.
This is our take on it. No. It's literally Among Us.
Yeah.
And so, the Inner Sloth, the creators of Among Us, are not exactly happy about this.
No, because it is literally big fish trying to eat
little
fish.
If this was wrestling, this would be called gimmick infringement.
Yes.
You have stolen someone's gimmick.
Yes, this is literal gimmick infringement.
It is a no-go.
If it wasn't for the fact that what's the company the games company that made Among Us Sloth?
Inner Sloth.
That's the one.
I said it like 4 times.
I know. I don't know why you didn't. I knew Sloth was there, but it's Inner Sloth. Right. The thing is with Inner Sloth is that they're not doing what Blue Point did, which is basically try and sue Epic for not Blue Point. Is it Blue Square?
Blue Square, yeah.
Blue Square sued Epic over the Battle Royale mode. That's not what Inner Sloth are upset about. What they're upset about is the fact that there is literally no effort. The map is literally the same. All they've done is change the angles of the corridors. That's all they've done. Literally, that's all they've done. They changed the angles of the corridors, like and maybe swapped around 1 or 2 rooms, and that's it. Like the actual flow of the map is exactly the same. The skins you can have are the exact same colours as those from Among Us. There is literally no effort being put into this. They have literally took the idea, took the concept, took the way and this is the thing. Among Us is not new in the whole imposter genre, but what Among Us did is the way Among Us did it was what made it so popular.
Yeah,
and what was so different. And for Epic, a company worth fucking billions, to just fucking
steal
the
the
design, flow, layout, the actual gameplay. Literally the actual gameplay. The only difference is you're in 3D. That's it. There is nothing apart from the fact that you can tell it's in the Fortnite engine.
The Inner Sloth's the co-founder, he basically came out and said, is it really hard to put 10% more effort into putting your own spin on it?
Yeah.
That's really all they had to do. To be honest with you, all they had to do was do what they did with Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just take the Battle Royale.
Take the concept.
And just put some Fortnite into it.
Yeah. And take the concept and put your own interpretation of it. And the fact that, like, it's so blatant. And it's so obvious that they've done this time. And it makes you want to think, like, okay, so what other special events have they done?
This is the thing. What I don't understand is, like, they're willing to, like, collab with Disney and DC, or Warner Brothers, and all these other studios to put stuff into Fortnite.
Yeah.
Why not just collab with Inner Sloth for them to make
Inner Sloth are a little fish, and therefore, despite what Epic say that they're the big company looking after the little guy, they're not. For example, the reason why I don't think Among Us is on the Epic Store is because Epic wanted it maybe not be Inner Sloth, but another indie developer wanted to put it on the Epic Store, but wanted to put it on all of them. And Epic turned around and went, no.
Yeah, Epic wanted to be
sign
like
an exclusivity
thing
with us, or it doesn't go on the store.
Yeah.
And
That's part of Epic's thing. Like, they want exclusivities for, I think it's about like a year, maybe a year and a half, especially for the small indie developers. They want like a year, half like exclusivity before I can go anywhere else. So basically, what they want is the game to come out, do well, and then die.
Yeah.
And then by the time it comes out, it's already died.
Yeah. No one's gonna
fuss with it. The thing is, with Among Us, if they wanted that, it was too late because Among Us had already hit popularity.
Yeah.
Just as the Epic Store was coming out, so that was never going to happen.
Yeah, but and the worst thing is that Inner Sloth were actually trying to contact and communicate with Epic, like, hey guys, we would like to collab. What would you like to do?
There's a list here of who they've collabed with. They've collabed with Sony, Capcom, 2K, Gearbox.
Yeah. All the big boys.
Warner Brothers. There's a few.
Big boys.
There's a few that they've collabed with.
All the big boys. Yeah, but if you notice, none of them are independent.
Yeah,
indie developers.
Yeah.
And I think that's the telling thing, is like they say, like, Epic are just like all the others.
Oh yeah.
They say that, we're for the little guy. Like, the whole thing with Steam is just a PR stunt. That's all it is. It is a fucking barefaced lie that they care about the smaller developers, because they don't, and they've just proven it, because they basically ignored. They didn't even bother approaching Inner Sloth to do a collab. What they did is they just ripped off them and ignored them when Inner Sloth were basically like, hey guys, do you want to do a collab? I mean, we're pretty popular, you're pretty popular, it'd be a cool little collab thing, give you some skins, maybe an extra mode.
We'll make some hats.
Yeah, we'll make some hats, we'll have some fun. And Epic were like, no, we'll take your ideas and we'll put no effort in and we'll just fucking release a mode and you can go fuck yourself. That's literally what Epic did. And I've yet to pick up the Epic Game Store, and it's for reasons like this. Like, I do not. I mean, Steam is terrible in its own way, but I know the terribleness, and I know it's almost upfront about it in a sense. And Epic are just like underhanded at times with their practices. Yeah. Like, dear God.
Well, just like just like the rest of them.
Yeah, just like
Epic
the rest.
Just like the rest of them.
Yeah,
there's no difference.
It's just fucking terrible and awful.
But I think we'll end that one there, and then we'll move on to the main event.
Look,
now,
I'll just say this: if you haven't got Among Us, don't get it from the Epic Store. If it's on sale there.
Get it from Steam. I think most people play it on Steam.
Yeah, get it from either Steam or, if able to, from their own site.
It's coming out on consoles. Actually, no, I think it's out on consoles now.
I'll have to have a look.
So there's that, and it's on mobile because it's
it's a mobile game.
So there you go. I'm actually advocating to buy mobile instead of Epic.
It's a mobile game, which is shocking.
But. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, this won't do anything to Inner Sloth. Inner Sloth will be fine.
Oh, they should be. Hopefully.
Oh, they will be. They will be. Like I said.
I'm just saying, it's just the way. Like,
it's as long as Epic don't try to do any of the AAA skullduggery that
bullshit that they know. That's what I mean. It's like they should be okay, but if like one of the big giant sharks decide to fuck them over,
I think Inner Sloth's got enough backing, at least from the public, that.
I think they've made enough money that they can turn around
and they can handle themselves.
They can tell a company to go F itself.
But the other
to
thing
be perfectly honest, if Inner Sloth never has workings with Epic, I would not be surprised, and the wholeheartedly support their action.
Well, my other point was, like, they've got enough backing from the public that Epic couldn't really do, I don't know, with like what 2K did to the Kerbal Space Program guys. Yes. Like, Epic wouldn't be able to do that because, well, if you touch Inner Sloth, you're probably going to get public backlash.
A massive public backlash.
So,
and not from a niche genre.
Yeah, not from a niche genre. You've got probably an entire fan base just being like, "Oi, Get out. Go on. But anyway, shall we move on? Now,
Yes.
we're going to talk about the thing that happened first last. Because that's the big thing, but at least for me, and this is my channel, so...
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So we'll talk about the opening night live first, then the future game show, and then we'll talk about the thing that happened before all that last. Because that's the biggest thing, I think, for the entire week. Yeah. So we'll leave that to last.
We'll end on that one.
So
Gamescom opening night.
Yep. Now we have to see if we can remember some of the games.
Right. So they started off with Saints Row.
Yes, started off with Saints Row, which was just a cinematic trailer. Didn't really. It looked fun. It looked like Saints Row.
It looked like the Saints Row game.
It looked like Saints Row.
They're basically, from the sounds of it, they're basically rebooting from Saints Row 3.
Yeah.
And it's a whole new cast. And also they're moving from the major city to this.
They're like it's
Vegas.
Mexico?
Yeah, there's like New Mexico, Vegas type.
Yeah, it's like a city in the desert.
Yeah, it's like a city in the desert, but it's like got like little towns outside and all that. It looks really interesting. Like seems to be a good like diverse.
As long as like I said, as long as it keeps with its Saints Row-ness.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm all for it.
My early impressions on just the trailer, it does feel like that.
Yeah.
If not to the stupid levels that like
Saints Row 4
and to Hell.
Yeah.
Were because that was they literally jumped the fucking shark.
Yeah.
So.
As long as they keep the Saints Row-ness, I'm all for it. I'm good to go. So
and also co-op is going to be in it as well. The whole campaign.
There you go. We can co-op.
Yeah, it's great. And I do like the fact that they've gone for helmets or like digital helmets for everyone.
Yeah, Yeah.
That's I kind of like that. So, but yeah, it's looking like it's still going to be a Saints Row game. Gonna feel like a Saints Row game, which is the most important thing. It's going to be daft, it's going to be silly, but it's not. I think they're just toning down from the ridiculousness
of 4.
Of 4. And that's fine because it was a little bit too much at times.
Yeah, 4. I think Saints Row 3 is my favourite one.
Yeah, Saints Row 3 is probably like the best one. And if they go back to that levels of silliness, then that should be great. From that, we went to Marvel's Midnight Sun.
Yeah, that's the XCOM.
Yeah, it's a Marvel XCOM game, and I'm like, oh, go on.
So, I saw the trailer, and I'm not gonna lie. The only character that looked good was Ghost Rider. The rest of them kind of looked like I don't understand why everybody was wearing yellow.
I think it's to do with the character that they're gonna introduce a character that you can. I don't know if create's the right word, but like there's gonna be a character that you play. Yeah,
you're the new character.
You're the main protagonist
that gets introduced in the trailer. You get woken
let's all
up.
be honest. The last time a Marvel game had that sort of thing in it was let's just be honest. It was in development hell for a long time, and I don't think it ever came out.
No, I don't think it did.
Because it was the Marvel X-Men.
Yeah, it was
RPG.
Yeah.
I think something came out eventually, but it was bad.
I'm interested in it because it's XCOM.
Yeah,
it's the guys who made XCOM, so I'm interested. But
I'm looking at it and going, how are you going to balance that?
If I can make a team of Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange,
you mean like literally like one of the old compositions of the Defenders
and Blade, because Blade's in that.
Yeah, Blade's in it as well.
Right, if they can give me the Marvel, if they can give me if I can make the Marvel Knights.
Yes,
I will buy that game.
I think the group used to be. I think that there was a group called Champions, and I think it was Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight,
Blade.
And
it's all the ones that deal with like magic and the undead and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
it's all those characters. So if I can make the Marvel's Knights, then you know what? Fine, I'll do it. They're literally the only ones that I actually care about in the entirety of the Marvel universe. Anyway, so
actually thinking about it, right? I wonder what they could do is give like maybe not bonuses, but like special achievements. Or I don't know how they would do it. But like like the old teams, like the old the original Avengers and the Defenders.
I suppose what you could do is. If you use characters that like know each other, or actually in teams together, you can have them do like combo attacks.
Yeah. So it depends on. Oh, can you imagine if they have Colossus and
Wolverine?
Speedball special.
Yes, if Colossus is in that game, he better fucking be in that game.
You've got Wolverine. You have to.
To have the speedball special. You've got to have it. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It has to happen every fucking time.
So what came after that?
After that was Call of Duty Vanguard, which
Activision's name again was nowhere near. They went a bit into the story. It sounds like they're kind of doing a Battlefield where it's not just one character, where you're just not just one character.
Oh, so like old school Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're going to be different characters.
You know, like the original Call of Duty was like Stalingrad, and World at War, where it was like Stalingrad and
you were Russia and you were the Americans.
Allies. I think Call of Duty 3 had multiple perspectives, but it was all focused on the Falaise Gap.
Yeah.
So it's back. That's going. Yeah, it's going back to.
That way.
I don't see a problem with
what
that.
They showed us was the sniper, the Russian sniper.
Yes.
The lass, who did actually exist in real life.
Yeah,
and she is she's the most lethal sniper that's ever existed.
I think so.
She's killed the most.
Yeah, she holds the record.
She holds the record. I mean, granted, it was during World War II when she got all these kills. So, you know.
Yeah, but you're like in the middle of a global war where they were like in a sense, yes, okay. So she had a lot of targets, but there was also a lot of German snipers going after her.
Yeah,
like it's not necessarily a good thing that she got it in the middle of a world war, because there are more targets, but also there were more dangers as well. So it's not just a simple like, oh well, blah blah blah. And like you said, she did exist, and I am perfectly fine and happy, and I encourage the tellings, especially of stories or lesser known stories of people like her who should be put in front, and like these people did these.
These people did exist.
And they did these things.
Yeah, don't do what EA did and just change the people into women, because I don't know why they did that. We want to show that
we want to be diverse.
We want to be diverse. So what? It doesn't matter.
We want to be diverse. So we're going to have all our females be terrible people.
Yes. Anyway, right, move along.
After that was Halo Infinite. It didn't show any of the campaign.
Yeah, we didn't get a campaign. It was more multiplayer.
That's, I think, the big... Because multiplayer is going free to play. Also, news, the XP you get is not based on the map, on how well you do.
Yeah.
It basically on your weekly challenges or daily challenges.
Oh.
That's it, apparently.
Oh.
And I'm literally like, well, I'm avoiding multiplayer for the fucking play if I have an Xbox, because that is terrible. Why would you do that?
Oh.
I mean, it's bad enough that you have basically, Halo suffers from the same thing as Call of Duty, where no one plays the fucking objective. In an objective game, it's like, why are you here and not in team deathmatch?
Yes.
Why are you here? Why are you here camping in that fucking corner that doesn't cover the fucking flag, just shooting the odd person that comes around so that your KD is fucking 5-1 because 5 people ran past you? I don't mind campers in Call of Duty if they were actually
if they were doing something.
If they were actually doing campers in deathmatch, fine. You're there to kill people. Camping is a legitimate strategy, in my opinion, to kill people. But when it's an objective like capture the flag or sabotage or, you know, all those ones like, and
Yeah.
you are camping in a place that is literally never fucking used in that mode, go fuck yourself.
Oh, it's not that. Like, I don't mind campers, but like, if you're gonna camp, now I don't camp. I get bored if I camp. So, but my thing is, if you're gonna camp and it's an objective-based mode, if you are not camping near, say, you're defending the flag, if you're not camping near that flag so you can defend
or one of the routes to the flag,
yeah, then get out. You're not welcome here.
Yeah. It's like I mean, I do camp a little bit in Call of Duty now, but it's map specific and depending on which role I'm playing. If I'm a sniper, then I will.
Well, snipers are supposed to camp.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the whole point of a sniper.
What was the map? It was the Arab one with like the garage on one side and there's like the central building. And I would be if I picked the snipers, I would go to that building and I would climb all up, and because that place covers all four sides of the map. You can shoot at people from all four sides. So that's a perfectly fine camping spot. I have no qualms of people camping that place at all. It's like, no, it's a very strong position, and whoever controls it literally denies access, makes it very hard for other people to get around. Perfectly understandable, legitimate strategy. But when there's someone in the fucking corner of the fucking map, literally just sitting there with a shotgun, I'm literally like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you there? No one apart from someone who's trying to get a sneaky back access, and even then, they wouldn't come through this fucking area. No one comes through here. Why are you here? Why is your KD ratio that important to you that you will willingly lose a game?
Yes. Yes.
And that's exactly why. It's like and to be perfectly honest, I think those people should go to fucking hell. And this is going to be terrible. Like, people are literally just going to be, okay, so my tasks are this, and this. I'm just going to do this. What is the most easiest way for me to achieve these? And I guarantee you there'll be probably some that'll be like get 5 kills without dying.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you. Also, you can swap.
You can swap what?
The challenges.
Oh.
But you only get so many free ones.
Oh God, this is sounding worse and worse. I was looking at the Halo multiplayer and being like, oh, okay.
And so, I mean, granted, it could be taken out. It should be taken out.
Yeah. And
so, you'd think, okay, so all my free reels. So it's also like, so it's that like you can only get XP from completing the challenges. You can change the challenges, but only so many times for free. And they're random.
Oh God, the gods of RNG are back. Oh no.
It is literally loot box mechanics for experience games.
Oh God. Yeah,
Can you think of any more pay to level system?
Yeah.
That's obscene. It's terrible, and I'm surprised not many people have actually been going on about it. I'm like, what the fucking hell?
I think people are just more. I'm hoping that it's mainly because people aren't caring about that, and it's just going to be like.
But the thing is,
I want to just play Halo.
Even if like the entire grind is just to get cosmetic stuff, right?
Yeah.
We all know how people treat people who are just defaulted for the default stuff. Like, it's just like, what the fucking. I mean. And apparently this is a very similar system that...
I've seen a lot of cosmetics for the Halo stuff. They don't really look that good.
No.
I saw the weird samurai armour that the one was wearing. It didn't look very good.
No.
I was like, he looks better.
Maybe it's not aimed for us, though, because we're not big Halo fans, so...
Yeah, that's true. The thing is, like, I'm not a Halo fan, but Master Chief looks badass.
Yes.
Like, and then just putting a samurai armour on him just doesn't look...
It looks weird.
Good. Yeah, it looks weird.
And it's not like, you know... Like, it's weird because it's like you'd think like, well, all you have to do is do like little changes and it'd be look really, really cool. And yeah, it just doesn't. I don't like I say. I don't think it's aimed at us.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole thing with stuff like Halo.
I do actually, because the Xbox one, and I forgot to mention that the Xbox had a live stream as well, didn't they?
Yes.
Which I think we wrote down the stuff. I can't remember.
I think pretty much everything that we saw
is on there.
Is on here.
Yeah,
as
right.
Well.
But I did like the look of the Halo Xbox Series X.
Yes.
It did look very good.
Yes. So, Halo Infinite from that we went to Cult of the Lamb.
That looks mint.
It looks really...
That looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's this weird sort of like, well, you're basically a lamb and you've got to set up a cult.
Yeah.
And
you have powers.
Yeah, you have powers because that's been given you by, I'm assuming, Satan. And you've got to like get followers, and you sacrifice followers and to get more powers, and it looks really cool and also deranged. It looks very deranged.
Well, with a title called Cult of the Lamb,
and cute. It's unbelievably cute.
Yeah, not just with they're like the very title matches with the whole way the game looks and plays. It's one to keep an eye on. From there, we went to Midnight Flight Express. Can you remember what that one was? Nope. Nope, neither do I. You wrote it down. Then was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, it's the updated version with the new like sort out bugs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also with April O'Neil.
Yes.
Which
makes no sense because April was never a fighter, but whatever.
Hey,
I mean, I'm not complaining.
I like April. So.
Yeah. April's still like one of the most iconic 80s cartoon characters, and she is awesome. So I'm not that fussed. I'm just like, it's April O'Neil, and it's not like the more modern adaptations of April O'Neil. Yeah. It is literally channel.
Yeah, it's the news reporter.
News reporter April O'Neil,
with the big yellow coats and everything.
Yeah, the big yellow coat. Yeah,
I don't ever remember seeing her fight.
Yeah, so
ever.
She wasn't a fighter. She was an investigator. She was the smarts.
It was is it TJ? Was his name? The one with the hockey man. Casey, that's the one. He was the fighter.
Yeah. After that was Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, Super Monkey Ball Mania.
Yeah.
With Morgana from Persona 5 is the special character.
Yes. So we have Kiryu and Morgana.
Yep. That's not going to be weird at all.
I mean, I'm not going to say that. I'm not complaining. Just a bit weird. Anyway, from that was, I want to say Ligaria. You're writing, so.
Where am I looking?
You are looking at that.
Oh, Splitgate.
Splitgate.
That's that.
Yeah.
It's out in beta at the moment. It's the sort of like. It's basically if you had Portal with the Halo thing.
Yes. That looked actually kind of interesting.
No, Portal and CS:GO, because I think it's like team things, but everybody can fire a portal and you can. Yeah, that's basically what Splitgate is.
That's quite interesting because it like opens up maps that.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I honestly right now I'm not even going to try and play it because I know my skill level. And I am not.
That is not your skill level.
That is not my skill level. But I have watched a few streamers play it, and it does look really cool.
Yeah. Following that was more Riders Republic. Nothing new though.
We got a bit of the story thing.
Yeah.
To which I found out I can just go snowboarding, so I may actually just
go snowboarding
if I get that game.
It was also the announcement of like not open beta, but like those that were given access to it were able to start streaming it because we watched a few people stream it, which was pretty cool. The problem is for us at least, it will instantly be compared to SSX. That's the mountain you have to climb.
At least the snowboarding will be anyway.
That's the mountain you have to climb. Although, if you give us an option to just basically make our own racetrack from the top of the mountain down to the bottom,
which looks of it, you might be able to do.
Yeah, it does seem to indicate you may be able to.
Because it does look like you can do like a free roam.
Yeah, a
you
free
can
roam.
just do whatever you
But
want.
also, from the looks of it, there's like custom tasks, funds that have been made and been popular. So,
so there's the thing. Like I've seen so much detail in that game. I'm like, Ubisoft, is this where all your detail went from your other games?
Possibly.
Is this where it went?
Possibly. After that, next was Century Age of Ashes Novice. Oh, which gets a November the 18th release.
Yeah.
Which one was that one? Because I can't remember. Again, we have the problem of the show does too many things.
I should have watched it again before we came on. Century Age of Ashes. Dunno.
Nope. God damn it.
UFL.
We are terrible at that.
UFL.
Oh,
It was just called UFL. I remember it, but I don't remember what it was.
think-
I remember just thinking that's a weird name.
Yeah. Was it not the like? There's some of these were just like 5 minutes, 5 second.
Yeah,
trailers
there were
as well.
some that I was just like, yeah. So there was UFL after that, which I can't really remember. And then there was Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
Yeah.
Which again, I'm still sort of like.
It's the thing is with the Legos, especially the Lego Star Wars, is the
introduction
adding of
of the voices takes away from the fun.
Kind of takes away from the charm the game had.
And the jokes don't work as much.
Yeah.
With Lego Star Wars, like the slapstick humor that they had to.
For example, the Luke, I am your father.
Yeah,
was told by Vader showing him a
Polaroid picture.
That's great. That's
Just
fantastic.
random.
I think there's a little bit of its charm. Now, people still love the Lego games, and that's great. But I think it has, like, then they don't feel as fun as they used to.
Yeah.
For me.
I liked Dimensions. I did like Dimensions. I thought that was really
Lego
cool.
Dimensions was
the toy.
Yeah, there was the toy one. That was their attempt into the toy mark.
Yeah.
The extra toy mark.
I wish I had kept that going. I would have enjoyed it. I've still got them.
Yeah.
I've still got them.
But like everything else with the added toy games, they all died a death because they all pulled out at the same time.
Mark, it was too much money.
And
the thing is, I thought Lego would have actually been able to keep up with it because Lego makes shit tons of money.
Yeah.
The Disney just tried to jump on the bandwagon, you could tell, and Skylanders they were just trying to pump out too much.
Skylanders was what basically typical Activision, which is basically we've got a something that's popular right now. We will literally bleed it dry and oversaturate the market with it.
Yeah. Right.
And I think that's what basically happened. It got oversaturated and killed everything else.
So after that was Synced Off Planet. That was that.
Yeah, that's like it's that's that.
It's like Division, but there's aliens.
Yeah, but also it's like a battle royale type. But you see, it's not the thing with that is the basic premise is that you're not trying. There's nothing coming inwards potentially to kill you. There is so many shuttles off the planet, and you have to get on one, and you're fighting other people to get to it. So probably they have stuff that's like super powerful to stop you instantly going for it, and then basically everyone starts fighting each other to get on. Which that's the sort of like Epic. If you wanted an example of how to take a concept and add your own twist to it, ladies and gentlemen, the battle royale genre with Synced.
Yeah, Synced Off Planet.
Because they have a battle royale mode, but there is a twist to what, like the reason why you're doing what you're doing and how you win.
So that actually looked alright because we did actually see some gameplay.
Yeah, we actually saw gameplay. I think people were asked to go onto the alpha, and I watch a few streamers that have at least one that has gotten the alpha, applied for the alpha.
Yeah.
I know of at least one streamer that I watch, so I'm gonna be interested if they got it and whether they stream it. If they do, I will be watching because I am actually kind of interested because it also has a PvE mode.
Yeah.
And from the sounds of it, it sounds very similar to Destiny's Strikes per se, where you have like a mission
like
to
a
go
set
on,
thing.
a set thing to do, and a boss at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that's the biggest holdback for the likes of Fortnite and PUBG and Battle Royale games that don't have other modes.
Yeah, because
is that basically for those people that don't enjoy?
Well, no, it's not that. I think it's just the fact that like everybody likes a bit of PvP, but like you get bored of it after a while.
Yeah, you get basically tired of it.
Like I'm bored of like Warzone has bored me to death of PvP. Like I'm sick of doing PvP games. Like but my friends just only want to play PvP, and I'm literally I cannot.
We need to get Alien
anymore.
We need to get Alien.
Yeah, we need to get Alien Fighting. That game looks so good. But anyway, After Synced was a game that I'm actually really interested in. Outlast Trials, which is it's a co-op Outlast game.
Yeah. With guns.
Basically, well, no, you don't have a gun. Although you may have a gun, like possibly near the end, or if you find it. But basically, the whole premise is you and two other people have been kidnapped, and you've been shoved into these experiments, and you have to help each other to get out. But there are obviously, because it's Outlast, there are things in there that are going to kill you. But this time, you can fight back. You can get planks of wood and whack the dude.
Good.
And stuff like that.
I think you ought to actually play those games.
Yeah. That looks really cool. I liked the sound of it when it was first announced.
Which was over a year ago
I think
now. It's
definitely been changed because I think it was about 3, maybe 4 years ago when it was announced. The original concept was originally supposed to be something to do with the Cold War. And this doesn't seem, at least of what I saw from the gameplay that we saw.
So basically the general dynamic of play seems to have like they haven't changed it too much, but like the setting they've changed.
But so there's that's coming forward. That actually looks good. I thought Outlast 2 may have like ruined Outlast for me because I didn't really like that one. But the next one is, now I cannot tell you what this game is because I've watched people do videos on it. I've watched people do try and do some weird analysis of it, and literally nobody can tell you what this game is. DokeV.
Yeah.
I know it's Korean.
Yeah, it's Korean.
I know
seems to be Pokemon elements.
I know it has a lot of bright colours.
Okay, so the game looks gorgeous.
It looks beautiful. It does look very,
almost
very good.
Too good.
Yes, it does definitely look too good.
My one thing with looking at it, I'm literally looking at it and going, okay, maybe just like disappointments have come before that have just made me a bit more cynical.
Yeah.
But
I got burned by Cyberpunk.
I am looking at that game and going, there's no fucking way that's a fucking running on a console.
I think it's a free game as well, you know. I don't think it's I don't think it's a pay.
How is that possible? Literally look at some of the pictures. Look, it's not just like still pictures, like in motion as well. And I'm literally looking at it and going, what technical wizardry are you provoking here? Because dear God, it looks
beautiful.
It looks almost photorealistic.
Yeah.
Like,
especially the backgrounds.
The backgrounds are ridiculously detailed for a long distance. And I'm just like, how the fuck are that?
The particle effects alone.
Particle effects are just
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, when we did on the trailer, there was definitely frame drops.
There was definitely frame. Yeah, there was slowdown and frame drops. The frame rate did almost die. So clearly, there's still work to be done on it. Or at least on the build that they decided to show.
Yeah, I can't tell you what the game is.
I don't understand.
It
seems to be like
at the moment. I'm thinking it's like baby's first GTA.
Yeah, because there's just so many things you can do. Like, you were paragliding with an umbrella. There was Pokemon elements. but like Pokemon mixed with Digimon,
Yes.
like.
Although I do want to play it, and I do want to get the weird clock with a hoodie on.
Yes,
I want that one.
it's almost like I'm literally looking at it going, okay, what the hell are you?
Yeah, I think that's their marketing strategy. Their marketing strategy is we're going to confuse the people that much that they have to play the game to figure out what it is.
People play it and then it dies a death because remember PlayStation Home?
Yes.
Remember that? That basically suffered from like, well, okay, so what the hell is everything here for? So
What do we do?
What do we do?
Oh no! That's just the thing. You clearly do something in this game,
Yeah.
but what is it that we do? We don't know.
Yeah.
At least I don't understand it.
Not yet, anyway.
Right. So after that, we went to Jurassic World Evolution 2. They basically just showed off more dinosaurs and
Yeah.
a raining effect.
Yes.
It can now rain.
It can now rain. Although I think that was the future game show that they showed that bit in. There's a lot of there's a bit
There's overlap.
fair bit of overlap. But yeah, more.
Oh, they gave the release day of 9th of November. That's what they did.
Yeah. Look, more Jurassic World Evolution. I'm not going to say no to that.
Yes.
It was fun. It's fun. I need to start playing it again.
Far Cry 6 was after that, and they kind of just showed off a bit of the story.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Not much.
Didn't really do much else.
I don't.
But to be fair, they don't really need to do much left.
Yeah, I
for
don't think
Far
there's
Cry
much
anymore.
more for them to really.
I think it's out end of the year, so I doubt they'll be doing much more for Far Cry 6.
There is a case of like, don't spoil too much of the game. Let us discover some things when we play it, which is, seems to be almost a mythical art nowadays.
Yeah, no. After that was Blood Hunt, which is the Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale.
We haven't actually seen any actual gameplay
I am
of
not
that.
going to lie. Far Cry 6 came out and I got so bored that I looked away from the computer screen and just I didn't realise Blood Hunt was on until I turned back around. I thought it was the same. It's still Far Cry. So I turned around and Blood Hunt came up on the thing. So I saw nothing of the Blood Hunt.
Yeah, I don't think there was much.
But I don't think there was much in there.
Yeah.
Park Beyond, which is a new theme park building game.
Yes.
By the looks of things, you can design your own rides. Like you can make them be however you. It's not just this is a roller coaster, and this is a Ferris wheel. Like you can make a Ferris wheel and then adjust it to do other things. Sort of thing.
Right.
So like one of the examples was on the game was there were 2 Ferris wheels.
Yeah.
And the cartridge would go from the one Ferris wheel and then transfer onto the second one.
Oh,
and
that's pretty cool.
Do like a number 8, and you can
like
do
a figure of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can like design roller.
Because the big thing with the big like hurdle for the likes of
theme park.
Planet Coaster.
Yeah.
In more modern and successful takes. Is you can like design the roller coasters and have them go through the loops and that and everything that you want.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like your
Originality.
rockets, but the likes of your Ferris wheels and your carousels and spinning teacups and dodgems, the only customization you can have, apart from like the surrounding area, like putting a lot of props on, is the colours. You couldn't actually change.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This one generally looks like you can just make any ride you want.
Yeah, and that's interesting. I
think it was just a cinematic trailer. I didn't really see much gameplay, but
the concept, the potential. That's the next step. Basically, it's like the only thing that we can't, the only thing holding Planet Coaster back is the fact that you can't. You can only put a carousel. If you want to put a carousel down, it's the bog standard carousel. That's it. You change the colours and the surrounding area to make it look pretty, but you can't actually change what the carousel does.
And then it was Jet the Far Shore, which is that expedition game.
Yes.
And that's the last one. I'm sure there was more than that.
There is. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say there was more than that. After,
Not that much more, but...
Horizon Forbidden West
Yes, we got more of that.
You put a Horizon Into the West.
Yeah, I know. I was right.
Were you thinking Journey to the West there?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, is they're very much like Journey to the West feels with this game.
Yeah.
But also, I was trying to keep ahead because I didn't know how long the trailer was going to be.
We got a release date for the 18th of February, which, by the way, there is a theme that is going to be coming with this. February next year is not kind.
No.
To anybody's wallets.
No, it is not.
New World was after that, which has been delayed, by the way.
Yes.
That was just more. Basically, they were saying thank you to everybody that took part in the last beta.
Yeah.
All this sort of stuff, and
Can
thank
you
you
fix
for
your
the feedback. I think they took the shop out. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, it was that bad. It wasn't a great implementation.
Yeah. But yeah, a New World. I'm still keeping an eye on New World. It's still looking good. It just, you need to really up that engine needs to be up to it. After that was Lost Judgment. We saw more stuff for Lost Judgment. I'm getting that game. It looks badass. It looks so fucking cool.
We need to finish Judgment.
I think we're just gonna do it. Maybe not on
camera.
Not on camera. We're just gonna play Judgment.
Just gonna play Judgment.
I might actually just get Judgment from my PS5 and just play it on that.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Mike, is it not? Does it not have a free upgrade?
Yeah, it does. I think so. Yeah.
There you go.
Replaced? Is that what that says?
Yeah, replaced.
This is where you took over, so.
Yeah.
Replaced? I do not remember Replaced.
No. Following that was Age of Empires.
Age of Empires 5. 4. That's the one. 4. It looks like Age of Empires. I don't know what else to say.
It is. What I would say is it's looking more and more like it's.
Oh wait, no! They built a treasure there.
Yeah.
That thing that I can't pronounce.
Right. So what they were basically, and I think that was on the, what they were basically saying is that they're going to have a.
That was on the Xbox
segment
thing.
in the game, which has. They have a segment in the game which they have in where you will be able to look at historical
things about whatever it is.
So the one they showed was basically like the whole deal about trebuchets, like trebuchets were the pinnacle of medieval siege artillery until gunpowder was brought into play, and the thing is like trebuchets were that feared. Like there were families and builders of trebuchets who all they had to do at times was show up with their banner. The trebuchet wouldn't even get built, and the castle would surrender. Like that's how powerful these things are. They were designed to literally just destroy defenses, and they were very, very good at it.
So after they showed that, because they didn't really show much gameplay.
Didn't show us. Although I would say it's looking more like more and more, which is a good thing. It's looking more and more like the back to Age of Empires 2 instead of Age of Empires 3. So that's a good thing.
After that was the Valhalla, the Viking one.
Yeah, Valheim.
Valheim, that's the one.
They have
updatey.
They have
new stuff.
New content's coming.
Yeah.
I really hope it comes to consoles because it looks really fun.
It looks cool. I generally want to give it a go. Crossfire was after that.
Oh god, that we were interested in that as well when it.
Were we?
Yeah,
I can't remember. I'll have to check it out again.
Yeah.
But after that, we got the release date for Sifu.
Yes.
Which just every time I see it, just looks better and better. Like yes.
Yes.
I can't wait for Sifu. It's going to be so cool. Which the release date is the 22nd of February.
Yep.
There's that month again. And then they finished off with Death Stranding Director's Cut with like basically showing off all the new stuff.
Yeah, all the new stuff and there's new missions and.
It definitely feels like a Hideo Kojima game.
Yeah. Also, again, like the new missions. If there was not a reference to Metal Gear in there, I will literally not. I just like it just screams Metal Gear. It literally does. But back to Sifu. we said when we first saw it, it was going to be a bit dependent on how the game plays and how like weighty everything feels. And while we don't know about the controls yet, people have been saying like it's very Arkham-esque combat wise, but the combat feels, camera wise at least, very weighty. Like the screen shakes every time you hit someone. It looks, and from the visual clues, feels heavy and brutal, and I'm like, yes,
this
give me,
cool.
Give me. I mean, there's plenty of time for them to fuck it all up, so, you know, fingers crossed, do not buy into the hype on all that.
Oh, yeah.
It's starting to all come together, it seems.
Alright, so that was the Future Game Show.
Yes. No, that was the
Gamescom Open Live. I can't remember what Xbox showed. I remember Xbox being kind of lackluster.
Yeah, there wasn't too...
I think there was Dying Light? Or was that the Future Game Show?
I think that was a Future Game Show.
I'm going to let you read that because I cannot read your writing for the life of me.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Future Game Show kicked off with Chaos Gate.
Oh yeah, that's the...
Warhammer 40k...
Grey Knights.
Grey Knights. Now, we are big fans of Warhammer 40k.
And I am a huge fan of the Grey Knights.
Grey Knights. So, you know, that ticks all the boxes.
All they need to do is let me be a Grey Knight Terminator and give me a Warhammer and I'm fucking sorted.
Yeah. Following that was Super Animal Royale, which looks like a 2D battle royale with cutesy animals.
Who were just shooting each other. And there was a lot of puns.
There was a lot of animal puns.
There was a lot of puns in that trailer.
There was so many animal puns. It was ridiculous.
But yeah, it's a battle royale.
Following that, we had Life is Strange, True Colours.
Didn't really show us anything that we didn't know.
Yeah,
it showed us. It
said gameplay footage, and I was like, okay, so like we're going to show us, and no,
it didn't. Yeah, it didn't.
It got to the point where the gameplay was probably going to be.
Yeah,
but that's
we basically got a cutscene from the game.
Next was Sands of Aura, which. I'm trying to remember what that one is. Again, this is another one where they literally showed us a whole bunch of stuff, and we're probably going to bypass a bunch of stuff as well.
Yeah.
Sands of Aura, that was I think it was a platformer, but I can't remember.
I cannot remember.
Damn it.
We're going to have to go through it again.
Yeah. This always happens.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to start doing is maybe like rewatch before I record. Do this. Rewatch everything so I can.
Well, that's a lot of stuff to rewatch as well.
Yeah.
This is the problem. Like, and the it's two problems. One, we talk on a Monday. Two, these usually happen at around about 8 o'clock at night, at best.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, this was Tokyo Game. The Future Game Show was in Germany. But anyway. Following that was
Gamescom.
Gamescom
is in Germany.
Yeah, no, but the Future Games Show was done like
for Germany.
In Germany.
Okay.
Anyway, Jurassic Park Aftermath Part 2.
Yes.
Coming to the Oculus Rift, and we were literally saying, so what would be? It's basically VR Jurassic Park. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
Well,
I would see all those teeth in the T-Rex as he's about to.
I would agree with you there, but if I'm honest, I've seen the graphics of.
Yeah, it's because it's VR, and because it's VR, it's right. The reason why VR usually there's a graphical like downgrade for VR, is because it's basically showing. It's having to populate the thing you see twice at two different angles.
Yeah.
And so that's why it takes a lot more power and effort and
I know.
to do that. So that's usually why. The thing is because VR is so immersive, you don't notice.
Yeah.
So like looking at just a screen, you know it's different. But because there's like a 3 dimensions and you can actually like almost reach out and touch it.
Yeah.
You get immersed.
Oh yeah, I know.
So
let's move on. I don't need to know about VR.
Project Relic was next, and that was a Souls-like game from the looks of it.
Yes.
But with like basically,
it looked like somebody took the speed of Neo 2.
Yeah.
But shoved it in a Dark Souls game.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to work, but it probably
it looks alright.
Yeah, it looks alright. It's definitely early build.
Yeah.
So clearly this is a game that's not like a mile away from being released, but yeah, it's something to keep an eye on maybe. Following that was Moonglow Bay.
Oh, that was the
blocky, cartoony,
the fish one.
Yeah.
Where you go fishing and you get it. Yeah, that looks nice.
It does.
Nice, relaxing game.
That looks like a nice, relaxing game, and it's got a doggo in.
It's got a dog. Well, of course, it's got a doggo in.
So therefore, after that was In Sound Mind, which I don't think there was much of a trailer.
No, I don't think there was that.
Following that was Rustler.
I can't remember what that one was.
That was the medieval.
In Sound Mind was the sort of sci-fi horror type one.
Ah, yes.
In the dark, and everything's like a bit neo coloured.
Yeah.
For the enemies, and like you can hear the guy. He's clearly going insane, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's that one.
Yeah.
And then Rustler was like the medieval, original GTA sort of style.
Medieval
Top
old
down.
school GTA.
Yeah.
Following that was we got multiplayer info on Salt and Sacrifice, and it literally is Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's Dark Souls.
It's the way multiplayer is done in Dark Souls. That is not a bad thing.
No.
As long as you don't have something to combat the fucking arseholes that invade. And
it's called the password system that they put in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Which thing? There you go. Following that was Timberborne, which is basically a city builder.
But you're beavers.
Yes,
I mean, what's not to like?
So that could be really fun to play. You can just imagine all the beaver puns that are going to be done in that one. Following that was Trading Time.
I can't remember that
which
one.
I think was one of the short trailers.
That was one of the short trailers, yeah.
So there wasn't really much there. Small Land was followed that. You seem to play like a...
Oh, you're like a little elf.
Yeah, you're like a tiny little
thing.
You're miniature
like
elf.
Maybe a pixie or something.
Yeah.
You're fighting bugs.
You're fighting bugs. Like you've got a lizard that's the size of a dragon.
By the looks of things, you're in someone's garden.
Yeah. But again, early trailer.
Yeah. There wasn't really much. It was just a little bit of a...
We don't know. We don't know. There seem to be like a base building mechanics in it. So think grounded. But serious.
Yeah.
Potentially. Following that was Dolmen, which I'm trying to remember what Dolmen was like. Yeah.
I got nothing. I can generally only remember a couple.
Yeah.
From the Future Gamer show.
Madison. Nope.
God
damn it! This is terrible. This is absolutely... You're just gearing up for what we're going to talk about at the very end, aren't you?
Yes, the biggest thing that happened and the only thing that actually matters came out.
Solstice.
Solstice was the sort of... It's the ghost last... that's the coolest thing that showed up during the entire thing. It looks badass.
Looks like a mix between Devil May Cry... It seemed to have like Devil May Cry-ish kind of combat.
Yeah, like...
So that definitely...
But you've got like a ghost companion that sort of helps
sisters.
you out. Yeah, the sisters. One does one thing, and the other does the other combat and stuff. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm going to keep an eye on that, I think. But I can't really remember much else.
I'm going to literally look through these and see, because I think we went into the bit where we just went through a whole bunch of games. I'm going to say...
Yeah, they did a bit where Team 17, where they just showed a ton.
They'd also done it with a couple... There was a couple of other developers that they'd actually shown it like... was there anything else that was really massively...
I know they ended on the Nickelodeon game.
Yes, which was weird. Let's see. Oh, Man-Eater's getting a DLC.
Yes, you're going to be a radioactive shark.
Yes.
Man-Eater, just give me Godzilla.
Please.
Just give me Godzilla.
Medieval Dynasty, I think it got a release date.
Yes.
Which is a medieval base type village building type game in a first person perspective. Imp of the Sun. that looked interesting.
That looked cool. That was very
basically a Peruvian like mosaic art style.
Yeah.
So like those colours, very bright, very bold.
I think it's in Peru. They speak in
Peru. Yeah, they speak in Peruvian as well. Or at least it seems that they could have been talking
He was speaking in a foreign language. There were subtitles, and they were showing like the Aztec sort of stuff. I'm assuming it's Peruvian. I could be wrong.
What else was it? Oh, Tales of Iron. The rats.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
As we joke, the origin story of the Skaven. But no, Tales of Iron looks really, really interesting. It's like it's a 2D scrolling action game. Where you play as a rat and
you kill other
there's a very medieval feel to it. So
you kill frogs and other sewer creatures. It's very weird and violent.
Honey, I Joined a Cult.
Oh yeah.
We're not doing it in order anymore because I've given up.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through and seeing what we can remember.
Honey,
I Joined the Cult. So that's 2 cult games.
That's 2 cult games.
This one seemed to be more of a management type one.
Yeah, it's like a building cult thing.
I mean, it was only a matter of time before you got a cult management sim. Let's see what else was there. Oh, there was Cat Cafe Manager.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's aimed at a certain aspect of the gamer population, not us. Mail Time, which looked like a platformer which you play as a
you're a postman.
That looks.
You're a cute little postman going through it's like a
mythical.
It's like a.
Think if you were the postman for the Feywild in D&D references.
Yeah.
Except the Feywild isn't literally only out to kill you as well.
Well, no, maybe because she kind of looked like she lived there.
Yeah. So you remember. Yeah.
So you're a member of the Feywild, but you're a postman for the Feywild.
We got more for Jurassic World Evolution 2. Serial Cleaners is another interesting one.
Where you're a cleaner for murder. It's like a stealth puzzle game.
Yeah. So you have to basically go in and clean the place before the cops show up and catch you cleaning the place off. Following, we also had 9 Years of Shadow. That was another interesting.
That looks really cool.
Metrovania type game.
Yeah.
But your powers are dependent on the seasons. I think it's either the seasons or the elements.
Yeah.
And that looked really the art style looked really, really good, and also the animations were so smooth and crisp, and it looked gorgeous. So that's one I'm maybe keeping an eye on. For Changing Tides was the one with the boat that was basically looked like it was made to put together out of scrap.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of interesting. Side platform puzzler. Now also another one that we saw, just because we mentioned Kerbal Space Program, we'll mention these. Balsa Model Simulator.
Yeah, the guy
who actually made Kerbal Space Program.
He's making a new game,
and it was out for beta.
Yeah.
So people could actually go and
try it out.
I just say this: your flight controls better be better than they are in Kerbal Space Program, because by God, that was you would think firing a rocket into that space would be more dangerous than flying a plane, but no. In Kerbal Space Program, flying the plane was the most dangerous thing you could do. It was the one that was most likely to end in death of your Kerbal. Next, it also showed was Trepang 2 or Squared or whatever. Think very fear-like.
Yes.
Because
I remember watching it.
Massively Doom level of
blood and guts.
It was very visceral. But
I remember watching it and being like, you know what? I could really do with a Fear remake. That's all I thought about the entire game.
And then they ended on the Nickelodeon.
The
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawling game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, They're basically the Nickelodeon Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and they introduced April's on it.
April O'Neil, and there was someone else as well.
No, just April.
Was it just April?
April's like the new one. They'd already shown off the other characters.
Ah, right.
Cat Dog's in it. SpongeBob.
Rexar.
Riptar.
Even.
I think you can. The Turtles are in it. And there's this, I think Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of the 90s cartoons.
90s Nickelodeon, which is actually
with some like a sprinkle of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
But
like
it is mainly.
It just reminds you. It just reminds you of how good 90s Nickelodeon was.
I think the Ario Monsters are in it as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The Wild Thornberries are in it.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ. Good cartoons.
So.
Right, I would talk about the Xbox thing, but I literally cannot remember anything because it was right after the Destiny live stream.
I'm literally trying. I'm pretty sure we wrote it down somewhere. What was in it, but I can't find it.
I can't remember thinking that it was very good.
No.
I remember them spending way too long on
Forza
and Flight Simulator.
Yes. I'm trying to remember now what else was there. There was Halo.
Psychonauts 2?
Yes,
Psychonauts 2
thing. Literally just before launch.
Because I remember a lot of it was basically just games that we already knew were coming, all that were already out.
Yeah,
and then being like, this is on Game Pass now.
Yeah,
this is on Game Pass.
There wasn't anything majorly new. That was the bit with Age of Empires that showed the actual building of the trebuchet. I'm trying to remember, did they announce another campaign for Age of Empires? It doesn't matter though. So,
the big thing.
The major thing for you, because you are a big, giant, massive...
I am a Destiny fanboy.
Yeah.
Was Bungie had a live stream. The same day, just before an hour before the Xbox.
Which is probably why we can't remember most of the stuff.
I cannot remember because this is the only thing that's been on my brain for the last week and a half. Well, last week. Quite literally, they showed off the next expansion, what's coming, which is the Witch Queen.
Yeah, we're going after Sabathoon.
We are going after Sabathoon, and it looks amazing. I'm hyped for it already. I can't wait, especially with the way the story's been going and being told, and the fact that Bungie have realised that the whole show don't tell thing is how you should tell stories in games.
Yeah.
So Bungie's been doing that a lot, so they've been getting a lot better at that stuff. The game generally is a lot better than what it was, I'd say maybe a year and a half ago. It's in a much better state. It does have its little sort of transmog issues, and it does still have its Eververse issues, but I think
the game's in a lot better place than
now. Bungie are doing they are focusing more on the actual content now than what looks to be like. Oh, let's
make a quick buck here.
Yeah, let's put the things in the shop and stuff like that. The teams seem to be focusing more on the actual core game instead of everything that would be on the side. Like they're trying to sort out Crucible now. Finally, they've put in like the anti-cheat stuff. Finally, at long last, Jesus Christ! So people can actually play trials. They've actually changed it so that you don't have to win trials now. I mean, you do have to get to win trials to get the newer stuff. But if you, say you wanted, like the Warlock's helmet from a couple of seasons ago was like Anubis. Yeah. And that's my favourite Warlock helmet. So, I don't have to win trials now to get that helmet. I just have to win maybe a couple of games, and it might drop, sort of thing. Yeah. So you can get older stuff. Yeah. Which I think is fine.
Also, you get stuff just by participating instead of... Because that was the biggest pain in my ass, because I'm not good at PvP in Destiny. I'm not. And also... there was no the biggest problem with Destiny is it's too easy to ruffle stomp the opposition. Yeah, it's very, very rare you get a really close match because the ultimates it's because you get more energy for killing someone. Teams that are ahead get their ultimates. And the ultimates are just overpowered as hell. There's no stopping. There is literally, unless you have an ultimate, you can't stop someone with an ultimate. It is that fucking overpowered. And it just snowball. It's just a massive snowball effect, and it's even more apparent in Trials, because by the time you get to like game 3, the team that's done the better has their ultimates, and that game 3 instantly goes to whoever has the ultimates.
Yeah,
that's it. There's no stopping it, and so you instantly are in if you lose badly in one and lose, so if you lose 2 games, you're losing the third. That's I've never been part of a game where you've gone into the third game 2-0 down and come back with a win.
Yeah,
because they just take 10 popping their ultras. They just take 10s. You'll have the hunter go with the gun, then you'll have the warlock go with the bow or the lightning.
Yeah, the lightning or the void walker. Or, I know what you mean.
And then if you somehow miraculously survive, the Titan shows up in his stump.
Yeah, Titan just shows up wearing anything. Titans in Destiny just have to look at you and I
was Captain America's shield, his fucking Thor's hammer, his fucking or his fucking
his Superman fucking drop.
Yeah, his Superman like, and I'm a Titan. I'm a Titan player. I know the Titan is overpowered as fuck.
The chosen child is the Titan.
The favourite, the Titan.
Like, it's still the only class that can one hit you from a melee. Just doing a melee.
Yeah.
The Titan can kill you in one hit.
And like I say, the void build that you can have where killing an enemy with it can give you a shield.
Yeah.
Which means that you can literally just like bang, shotgun the next guy.
But yeah, they're fixing that sort of stuff, which is good. They're doing. They've got crossplay now, so we can play with PC and Xbox,
which is great.
Which is good.
Because that means that the player base is not.
It's why now you've got a Bungie account instead of a thingy. Which your Bungie account is just whatever it was before.
Yeah, if you had an Xbox.
It's just got 4 numbers on the end now. But that's good. So more people can play together.
Much, I think actually though on your user display it's pretty much what you.
Yeah, you usually play the numbers aren't there. You find out the numbers by just going into the the roster and just highlight your name and then the numbers will come up underneath. It's not actually there, but if you do want to add somebody as a friend, you need those numbers.
Yeah,
you need to know those numbers. But anyway, on to the actual new content. So we're getting a new world. We're actually going into Sabafoon's Throne World, which is what I'm assuming this season is about. Is how we're actually going to get there.
Yeah.
So we've got that. We're going into Sabafoon's Throne World. We've actually seen Sabafoon now.
Yeah.
We know what she looks like. She's a giant moth lady. I mean, why not? And we've got Hive Guardians. She's managed to somehow make Hive ghosts that resurrect the Hive and make them into weird guardians. And you have to kill the...
Yeah, and just before anyone says, well, that just means they resurrect. No, they also have the Void, the Void, the Lightning, the Void, Arc, Solar, and Void. Most likely...
Void, Solar, and Arc. That's the free light.
They confirmed? They haven't said anything about...
Well, stasis is the darkness, it's not the light.
Right.
So it would, lore-wise, it wouldn't really make sense for them to have the stasis.
Right. Okay, no worries. That's fine. So, yeah, bad times.
Yeah, bad times. It's not looking good. Also, the whole image of her throne world is cool. It's like a weird swamp with a castle in the middle with walls all around it, and then off in the distance there's like a darkness ship that looks like it's been ripped open. It looks
like. And this is the thing. The current story is that Sabafoon is apparently trying to break her tie, her bond
with her worm god.
With her worm god.
Yeah.
Now we all know that the light and the dark are actually very, very similar. There's not that like the Traveler isn't necessarily different to the pyramid ships that have shown up. So it is a case that she's used the darkness to make the.
I would agree with that, but again, if that was true, because unfortunately we don't know anything about the darkness.
Yeah, we only know the bits that we've had.
Other than the bits that the darkness has told to us.
Yeah.
Because we don't know if the darkness has anything that's like a ghost. That could do that.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is that there has been kind of like hints that there's that the Traveler and the pyramids that are more like than it seems to be.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that maybe that while they are different, there may be similarities in how they work.
Possibly.
In which case, that could be how Sabathun has, like, she's used her knowledge of the darkness to figure out how to get the light. Because this is the thing with the stasis, is that we are using our knowledge of the light to use the darkness power in stasis.
Yeah.
So it potentially is something similar. Like,
possibly.
And the very fact that we've done that has given Sabathun, who has been in the background all this time pulling the strings, gone. Oh,
so that's how you do it.
So if that can happen, if you can do that, I wonder if I can do this. Like potentially we have given her the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I think that's got to just be told out, explained in the story and how it's done. I don't trust Sabathun as far as I can throw, and she's a giant cocoon statue, which can't move anywhere.
Yeah, and she is the queen of lies and deceit.
Yes, exactly.
So, but yeah, it looks awesome. They showed off like some physical stuff as well for the shop.
Yeah.
The collector's edition, which came with the Hive Ghost statue, looked awesome. It sold out. Within I think 10 minutes. The stream hadn't even finished, and it sold out.
Well, the stream hadn't even been they'd only just shown it, and the website crashed.
But it is good to know that the Bungie's website works just as well as the Destiny game with its servers.
Yes.
It's good to know that like those things are still happening.
They can't handle
as much as I want to be like, yes, I'm going to play Witch Queen Day 1, it's not going to happen.
No.
I'm going to try and get into that game, and then I'm just going to be like, you are number 3,100 and something.
No. Well, it's even worse. Because with Destiny, you get in, and then
you get kicked out.
You get kicked out because the servers crashed. And you get in again, and then you get kicked out. Yeah, you get in again. Destiny
is notorious for this. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Every time there's a new
update. Whenever a new season comes out, it's not as bad, but it is.
The major expansions is usually the ones
the major expansions, like, it's so hard.
This one is due when?
February.
Again.
25th.
Not much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, it looks
obviously
so
we all
good.
know Sabathun's going to be the raid boss, most likely of the new raid.
Probably.
It's going to be interesting. The world looks remarkably different to Oryx's.
Yes. Well, that is mainly because you can do whatever you want in your own frame.
And I'm wondering if also because of but the thing is, every time we've gone into like the other realm, it's always been very dark. It's always been like
well, that's the thing. Right. So when we're going into the other realm, that's not somebody else's throne world. That's just another. That's like going in it's basically where the Taken are coming from. Our throne world is like
a pocket dimension
made by that person.
Yeah. Okay. I think they did explain that.
Yeah. So Oryx is in the Taken King. We didn't actually get into Oryx's throne world till we actually got into the boss room. That was his throne world.
Right. In the raid. Right.
Yeah, because in Oryx's lore is like his whole world was basically the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Because of his pact with his worm god, he had to just keep traveling and taking and conquering and everything. So for him, the dreadnought was his world. So he made his throne world in the dreadnought.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Whereas Savathun seems to be like, I've made an entire planet out of my throne world.
Because I need to
Because I'm a Savathun.
Because I'm a Savathun, yeah. And at the moment in the story, we're dealing with
Zivu Araf.
Yeah, which is the
other sister.
The other sister. So like she's. I just the fact that it's Savathun and everything up to this point has literally pointed out do not trust Savathun.
Yeah.
Is like she's going to betray us. She's going to do something and betray us, and probably as a parting gift gives us the last place of Osiris, and as a saving grace, so that we can all suffer together.
Yeah.
And lament on how we've been fooled and how superior she is. This is how she's going to die, because she's going to suffer from the usual thing of a trickster god, which is hubris. It's like, I am so smarter than you. None of you can think of. None of you will be able to defeat.
Well, I mean,
this
she's
planet.
already doing the I'm the magnanimous person who helped you through all of this. I'm the one who saved you from the darkness and all that sort of stuff. And I'm pretty sure it was my jade rabbit that saved me from the darkness. But okay,
my really big gun saved me.
I'm pretty sure it was my really big gun. But
my really big gun with the big bang booms that saved me from the darkness. Thank you very much.
I mean, at least now it explains why Sagira's died. Because Sagira is Osiris's ghost.
Yeah.
But she died in Season of the Hunt.
Right.
She got taken out. So that's probably when Savathun took over Osiris.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming she had something to do with Sagira's
death. Yeah.
Kaput. I mean, do ghosts die? I don't know.
Well, the thing is, to kill a guardian, you have to kill the ghost.
Yeah, you have to take out the ghost.
Yeah. To
do it first, or at least you don't have to kill the ghost. You can entrap it.
Yeah.
As we found out from the Cabal, they know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks awesome. Like the store looks really cool. There's some really cool hoodies. I might actually have a look. See if I can get one. See if I can get a hunter one.
Maybe.
But yeah, we'll end it on there. Destiny looks fucking badass. Again, Destiny's doing really well at the moment. It's really killing it with its story, and I can't sing its praises enough. But again, I always take my word on Destiny with a pinch of salt. I am a fanboy.
You are kind of biased.
So I am biased, yes. So, anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this chat, and we'll see you in the next ones. Bye now.
Toodles.